Ava, thank you. For a family that deals with the loss of a baby during pregnancy or in its first days of life, there's an unimaginable amount of loss and grief. And there are organizations in our community and events like Walk to Remember coming up next weekend, where mothers and families can not only grieve but also honor their babies. We've got Bethany Winston here from Kidding Around Greenville to talk about it. I love that you're bringing this to light. Welcome, Bethany.
Yes, thank you so much.
You got involved with Share Upstate, which offers pregnancy and infant loss support when you lost a son due to premature birth. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so back in 2009, I was pregnant, had the perfect pregnancy, and then at 22 weeks, I unexpectedly went into labor. So we gave birth to my son, Ruben. He lived for 30 minutes after birth, and that just radically changed my life. I was isolated, felt like I needed people who understood, and that's when I found Share Upstate, which is our local pregnancy loss support group.
And it's amazing that that's out there because, sometimes there's not a lot of talk afterwards. People don't know, who they can talk to or what this group is. But you have an article about this group because you spread awareness here about pregnancy and infant loss in Kidding Around Greenville. You wrote about breaking the silence. It's common. What happens when you break the silence?
Yeah, so even though pregnancy loss is extremely common, there's still sort of a stigma about it where a lot of people don't talk about it or feel like they can share, even though these are real children that many of us even held these children and they're a part of our lives. We think about them every day. Like every time someone asks me, like, how many kids do you have? Like always in my mind, I know that it's 3.
It doesn't go away for you, and it doesn't go away, for anybody. So Share Upstate helps to organize Walk to Remember, and this is coming up next Saturday at Fluor Field. Tell us what happens during Walk to Remember.
So Walk to Remember is an annual event. It's beautiful. What we do is we remember all the babies in the Upstate that have been lost. So we have a little bit of time beforehand. I brought some of the rocks we've made, but we'll have like activities for the kids where they can paint rocks. They can do some crafts and hands-on activities because these kids have siblings who want to remember them too. And then we have a speaker, we have music, we have a beautiful slideshow that shows the names of all the babies who have been submitted, and we walk around the field in memory.
And I know that for that slideshow, there was a submission date that would have been a little bit earlier, but people who are watching this going, you know what, this is what I want to do, they can still submit that name and have it read aloud, right?
That's correct. So if you go to shareupstate.com, we have the form where you can go ahead and register for the walk. It's on September 30th. Anybody can come, and yes, we'll read the names of the babies. So even if you just show up on September 30th at 1:30 at Fluor Field, we'll write down your baby's name and we'll read it during the ceremony.
Well, and you said for a lot of families, there's a meeting you can attend regularly, and some families continue to go to that, or some families, they just get busy. But you said they keep going to this annual event. What are these reunions like? What do these families mean to each other?
So I think it's just really special because many of us, we want to celebrate our children too, and there's a sense of joy in the things that they brought into our life, and we get to celebrate. So I'm actually wearing my Ruben t-shirt right now. A lot of us have t-shirts that we've printed in memory of our babies, and we'll wear them as a family, and it's just a really special time to reconnect and to remember our children.
Well, it's great. We're going to put the event information on screen because, again, I think there's somebody in their life that has undergone this tragedy, and here's an outlet. Share Upstate offers support year-round. They meet the 3rd Tuesday of every month, you said, at St. Michael's Lutheran Church at 7 p.m. That organization means a lot to families. Anything you want to say about them before we go?
I just want to say it's a great place. Some people are scared to go to support group. Our support group is so affirming, and husbands, men are welcome too. So please come and give it a try. And if you've lost a child, it's a great place.
And you said it's that environment where if you're blinking back a few tears, having trouble for a moment, you're in a room where everybody says, yes, of course. We know exactly what you're feeling there. All right, Bethany, thank you so much for that information. We're going to put this on screen. We really appreciate your story and your sharing on this. You can find Share Upstate online, and we'll have the link on our website. Upstate Walk to Remember is Saturday, September 30th at Fluor Field. Gates open at 1:30. There's the walk in the stadium, refreshments, crafts, a short service, and a slideshow presentation to remember the precious souls no longer with us. Bethany, thank you.